I need to do this February. This would be a Bernie update number 2 because some huge news just came in America. Bloomberg has a chance. There's an expectancy X factor. There's some sort of theory that says if I give you a piece of pizza, you'll eat it and you'll enjoy it for what the pizza actually is. But if I say I'm going to give you, this piece of pizza tomorrow at 1 p.m., you'll be looking forward to it. And it'll make, that whole process of wanting something and then being satiated with what you want even better. So something about wanting, expecting, and thinking it's going to happen in the future, it just builds it up. It builds it up and makes it more exciting. And so what? What's happening? So Howard Schultz is now, no, not Howard Schultz. There's another billionaire, not Tom Steyer. There was Warren Buffett, who's the other guy? Buffett, Bezos, no, Bloomberg, sorry. Yeah, so newcomer Michael Bloomberg has jumped in and he qualified for the Las Vegas debates. Now, I've been calling this the Nevada debates because that's what it is in the whole Democratic primary process. But it is the Las Vegas debates, so the fight in Las Vegas. It's fucking Vegas, right? So the Las Vegas debate, now you have Michael Bloomberg who's in there. He qualified. So Bernie Sanders is going to be there. Michael Bloomberg is going to be there. Bernie says billionaires shouldn't even exist. And then this billionaire just bought his, ticket to the debate stage. Didn't get any donations at all. Elizabeth Warren is going to be there. Bernie Sanders is going to be there. Some other people are going to be there. But not Tulsi Gabbard, who's still in the race. And not Tom Steyer, who is also still in the race. So, yeah, this was the big news because the DNC had changed the rules to where it made it possible for Bloomberg to qualify, even though he didn't outrightly qualify. And now he got his poll. There was a poll that came in, a Marist, NewsHour, NPR, PBS poll, which gave Michael Bloomberg 19% national support. 1 out of 5 Democrats are saying they're going to vote for Michael fucking Bloomberg. 1 out of 5 of those Democrats should just be a Republican. Jesus Christ, a right-wing plutocrat, racist, serial sexual assaulter, and, not to speak as of his policies. His fucking policies are the most, important. What the fuck is his policies going to be? So, fucking Bloomberg. Jesus Christ, you got Donald, Creepy Joe, Bloomberg. Anyways, Bloomberg is in second. I am going to give Bloomberg and the American people no credit whatsoever for any of this. Michael Bloomberg runs a bunch of goddamn dads, and people now feel like they know him. You know what? That rich-ass fucking guy who put an ad on this TV basically stopping your programming, who the hell likes commercials? I fucking loathe commercials. Who's going to be like, that politician who interrupted my Super Bowl to tell me some politics stuff? I like him. I like him. So, didn't he buy I think he was a Super Bowl ad or some shit too. So, oh yeah, I was watching Super Bowl and he came up on the TV and he said some shit and it was, he said it confidently. He looked likable. It's a fucking TV commercial. It's a political. Of course he's gonna. But that's it. That's all America needs. Is 1 or 2 fucking ads, and it's, if anything, I'm sick of Bloomberg on YouTube. There's been a million goddamn ads, and it's like, hurry up, skip this ad real quick. Some ads, are like passionate and are interesting, and you just, Bill Murray doing another Groundhog Day thing. I stuck with that, it was an entire minute. It was a minute. But no, I don't want to hear what Bloomberg has to say. I don't give a fuck what Bloomberg has to say, what he thinks about any goddamn thing. I will not vote for Bloomberg. I will not vote for Klobuchar. I don't even know if I would vote for Liz Warren. That's as far as you can get me to go. Tulsi and Tom Steyer, I like them as Bernie allies. Tulsi has a lot of great policies, I think, that Bernie could learn from. And Tom Steyer, he is... he's progressive in some ways, and he's also not part of the Stop Bernie Brigade. He didn't say that he did not have a problem with a socialist leading the Democratic Party ticket. He had no problems with it, and that should be the base of the Democrats, or the progressive. The Democrats hate their base. The Democrats have nothing but contempt for their base. Meanwhile, the Republican, Donald and they embrace their base. Hell yeah, we're, the wall and all this nationalistic bullshit. Yep. We're still, hurting people and being racist. So that's the Democrats do not give a shit about their base. Who's what? They have a heart and they give a shit. Seems pretty stupid for the Democratic Party. Why would the Democratic Party do? It's like, you know what? How about this? This is the Democrats in a board meeting, right? Hey, okay, so we keep losing. We keep running to the right. We keep losing. We keep acting like Republicans, and, people keep not voting for us. So what are we going to do? Should we actually get a progressive agenda and have progressive policies and make an exciting progressive campaign and actually, transform society for the betterment of everybody? Should we actually do that? Should we have a kind of a political revolution? Should we have a political revolution in order to get, the people out, to get people excited about politics and involved in part of the process? Should we do that? Or, what we could do? We could try to win some of the Republicans over. We're in the Democratic primary. We're not even in the general election. The whole idea about pivoting is that in the Democratic primary, people are going to run progressive. They're going to run to the left, and then after the primary, they run to the right. So the fact that people are saying that, let's try to win over those Republican moderates right now in the Democratic primary. You want to win over any fucking extremist, a moderate, a lamist, any kind of Republican whatsoever. This is the Democrats, so it's all about the Democratic primary. Who gives a fuck about, these other assholes? I guess they're possible voters, but the Democratic Party is only focused on them. We need to go after just Donald Trump's base. So the Democratic establishment and the Republican establishment are all reaching out for Donald Trump's base, meanwhile just throwing the progressives, some raw scrap meat, just throwing us, some scraps, throwing us a bone. So yeah, Tulsi, Tom Steyer not going to be there, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and fucking Bloomberg. I think some other ones, Buttigieg, Klobuchar, and Biden's going to be there too. So yeah, Jesus, fuck. Bloomberg is actually at 19% national support. Bernie Sanders is 31%. So even though Bloomberg has a fucking incredible amount of national support, he's not in the Nevada, he's not on the ballot in Nevada, so nobody in Nevada can even vote for Bloomberg, and I don't even think he's on the ballot in South Carolina. So that means nobody can vote for Bloomberg for another fucking 2 weeks, right? I guess there's early voting in California, Colorado right now, so I guess some people could actually theoretically vote for Bloomberg. In second place, that is just phenomenal, but it's a poll. It's not an election. He's still, uncontested. He still has not, shown anything. Tom Steyer has a strategy. Tom Steyer is going to try to win South Carolina and only South Carolina. That's his whole, shebang. Whereas the Bloomberg strategy is to ignore all the first 4 elections and just try to take Super Tuesday. So run a national campaign, just take Super Tuesday. So I think these are, different strategies that can change the conversation. Bernie Sanders' strategy is to actually participate in each and every election for each and every state in America. He's not going to, leave South Carolina, Nevada, New Hampshire, Iowa behind. He's not going to leave any of the states behind. He's going to try. He's going to be on, the ballot every state, and he's going to go to every state, and he's going to ask the people of every state to vote for him. So even though Bernie Sanders is winning by 12 points, 31%, so Bloomberg got his poll. So, Marist, NewsHour, NPR, PBS, who the fuck are they? Is that even reputable, NPR? Yeah, right. Well, look what they did to Lee Camp, the NPR. Anyways, Bernie is leading by 12 points in Nevada. He's winning by 19 points. So nationally, he's winning by 12. Specifically in Nevada, 19 points. He's won 23 primaries total in 2016. 14, so I guess 24 primaries now, or 25, possibly 14 total elections in his lifetime. He won New Hampshire resoundingly. There's no doubt that Bernie Sanders won the New Hampshire primary. So Bernie Sanders keeps winning poll after poll after poll, and election after election after election. Even Nate Silver's polling has Bernie at #1 for Super Tuesday states. So how many goddamn motherfucking polls and elections and contests and primaries does Bernie need to win in order for the establishment to finally say, you know what, he might be electable? Jesus Christ, how many elections does he have to win in order to be electable? What a dumb, they are offering up no criticisms. Their criticisms are lame and dumb. They're not policy oriented. They'll attack him on health care, but they don't know what the fuck about, college. Just talk to him about anything else. We spend too much time, I think, actually on health care, in the debates, in our own private, personal lives. So Tom Steyer will not be on the Nevada stage, nor Tulsi Gabbard. Bloomberg will, right? Tom Steyer actually released a TV ad criticizing Bernie Sanders about Bernie Care, just saying, the same neoliberal bullshit, it's too expensive, it's going to destroy the nation. So, Tom Steyer, you released a TV ad criticizing Bernie? I thought you said you wasn't on the anti-Bernie brigade. So, I don't hate Tom Steyer for doing this. And, let's see, we'll have to talk in a second here. So I'm almost finished with Tom Steyer. And he released a TV ad, so, he's not, he just criticized Bernie on health care, so it wasn't below the belt, it was on policy, and Tom Steyer's incorrect on it. He's going to offer, so it's not going to be Bernie that's going to give you health care, and Bernie's not going to give health care for everybody because he wants to help the nation, he wants to destroy the nation, right? But Tom Steyer's going to give everybody health care through his public option. So don't trust that Bernie Sanders is going to give you health care, trust that Tom Steyer is going to get you health care. Whatever. It's I don't think it'll really do much. Healthcare lets us live longer, keeps us healthier. That's not going to destroy us. So at first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. So that's Gandhi. So first they fight you, then they fight you. So that's what's going on with Bernie Sanders right now. I want to mention something about the baby boomer generation in Vietnam. The young thought that they could defeat the empire, but the old did not. The young of Vietnam won the Vietnam War. The old treated them like the gods that they were. So all that we need to do, young people, young adults in America, to get the approval of the baby boomer class, so Gen X, millennials on down, is just you force the old to respect you by defeating an empire. Defeat yourself, an empire, conquer an empire, and you'll win the respect of your elders. In other news, Rosario Dawson confirmed she's bisexual. So is she with Cory Booker, and is she opening herself up? So, ladies of the world, you got one more. Admire Eminem's Rap God video on YouTube passes 1 billion views. Scientists that's a big milestone, right? How many videos have passed 1 billion views? Not many. Scientists have figured out a way to make electricity from thin air. They use like a microbe and a rubber band and some lint, thumbtacks. I'm not sure exactly the science, but they can make electricity out of thin air. Well, do you feel the electric in the air? Good. So we need to capture that and store it in a battery so now we all have electricity to use for our blenders. Tiffany Haddish and Common were cozy with each other at an NBA All-Star game, so I like Tiffany Haddish. I like Common. I think that would be a very, they're both black. So that's almost a perfect couple right there. I like them both. So I would like a Tiffany Haddish and Common. But this is what other people are talking about. That's not, people that are trying to not pay attention to politics, distracting themselves, distracting others. This is in other news. In other news. So, yeah, I got to go vote. Don't boo. Vote.